So what got you into fashion?
Oh, fashion was something I was kind of, brought to my mom. Was a big inspiration for me growing up, and as a young child, especially growing up in the inner city. I wanted to find something that I liked to do other than play sports. And dressing nice was something I like to do. And now I'm at an opportunity where I'm able to take advantage of that.
How did your mom get you into it?
She's always big and dressing nice and looking nice and having me and my brother look nice, and even my dad having us all look nice, because she's so involved and she knew all the trends, she knew everything that was going on. She even knew more of the stuff than I knew growing up. So it was a big time inspiration for me.
What do you like about it?
I think it's fun. It gives you a way to express yourself. It gives you another way for people to get to know you without you saying anything. I think it's a way that it can relate to different age group, different people across the world. I just think it's just another way to kind of branch out and be yourself.
What goes into you picking out an outfit?
A lot of things vary, man.
Gets a lot of attention what you wear?
Yeah, I would say that. But I think the weather, where I'm going, colors, obviously what I'm going to, the scenery. It varies on a lot of different things, and it takes time.
And you said it often takes 3 changes in the morning to figure it out.
For sure. It's a fun process. I know packing for the road sometimes may take me 2 or 3 hours just to kind of figure out what I want. For me, I like doing it. I have a lot of different options, and I'm blessed to be able to go in my closet and kind of see what I want and pick shoes and start here, start there. It's just a long process that I like to take my time doing.
How often do you shop?
I used to shop a whole lot. I haven't shopped in a while.
Why not?
Just because I have.
Now you have everything you want?
I have accumulated clothes over the course of the years that I haven't worn. I have stuff from last year that I haven't worn yet. I have stuff from 2 years ago I haven't worn. So I just simmer down a little bit. If I want something, then I kind of can get it. But I just been simmered down lately.
Have you found as your fashion sense gets more attention that you don't really have to shop as much anymore because people are giving it to you for free?
Sometimes, for sure. That's definitely a big part of it as well. I've had been having great different opportunities to hang with different designers and talk to different people, and they've been, great of gifting me certain things and, wanting me wearing their stuff. So I've been able to get a few things.
What's your closet look like?
Um,
I've heard from multiple people it's pretty impressive.
It's nice. I was able to kind of build it from scratch this past year, so I was able to kind of max out all my space.
How did you go about building it?
Just I was kind of looking around the internet and trying to find different ways and different ideas to maximize my space, because I know I have so many different clothes and different things like that. I want to be able to see everything and kind of get a shirt from here, pants from here, and easy to get. And now I'm looking for more space, but that's just how it goes. Yeah.
So how's it laid out?
Probably jeans are all at the bottom, jeans and slacks and different things like that. Excuse me. And at the top, I have a middle section. Middle section is t-shirts, short sleeves, and collars. And at the top is long sleeve shirts, long sleeve button-ups. Then I have like a section of all my jackets and coats and bombers. And I have another section, suit section. And then it transitions into my shoes.
Your brother was telling me the other day, he's like, even though it's reported he has 700 pairs of shoes, it's actually more like 1,000 pairs.
Probably, yeah, for sure. I have shoes all over the place. I have some at his house, my house, in my closet, in storage. So
why do you believe shoes are the most important item in any outfit?
I think it kind of puts the finishing touches on it. It can bring out the outfit. It can bring some color to the outfit. It could bring, you can kind of downplay out. It all depends. It can turn the outfit from casual into being more, just comfortable and hanging out.
And I know we're going to be looking at your the eyewear line here in a bit, but how important are glasses to the wardrobe?
I think that's important too. I think that's an important piece that I've kind of had over the course of the years of keep dressing up and find different color frame, different color lenses, and different things like that to be able to make the outfit turn out the way you want.
What do you like about them?
For me, it's all another way to express myself and how I feel and what I like on that particular day and what I like about fashion.
You have a lot of pairs of glasses, not pairs of glasses, I guess.
Yeah. Before I was able to, have my own line, I mean, I probably had like 200, maybe 200. But I give them away. But
where do you keep all of them?
I don't have them anymore, but
okay.
I used to have a lot of them, give them friends and family and different things like that. But I just had them around. I used to have them all in cases and just kind of open them and try to pick which ones I like for that day.
And you have perfect, or better than perfect vision too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, they aren't prescription, and some of them don't, or most of them don't even have lenses.
Yeah,
right?
some of them don't have lenses. Some do, some don't. I just like them just because it's a good style piece.
So you've been to New York and Paris Fashion Weeks. You've also been to Milan. Of those three places, what's been the most memorable experience?
Memorable, I would say Paris, just because that was my first time in Paris in general, and the shows and everything is running a little differently than New York. But I think New York is kind of where I was able to kind of understand fashion a lot more. And it was a place where I was able to talk to different people, meet different people, learn a little bit more about fashion compared to Paris.
What helped in you understanding it more?
Just meeting different people, going to fashion shows, just having an open mind. I mean, I play basketball and do that throughout the whole year, and then you want to go on different lanes. You have to learn. You have to do your research. You have to meet the right people. And I was able to hang around and meet some of the highest tier people in fashion.
Was there a particular show you went to that really sticks out that you think you maybe even learned more from?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Every show and every designer is different because they do their shows, and the way they prepare for their shows are different compared to each and every other designer. So I wouldn't say that. I would just say the people that I met and the people that I've kept in touch with has been more where I got my knowledge from.
And I understand Lacoste was actually trying to get you to walk down the runway because of your ensemble that you showed.
Shows. Definitely, they were great people, and that was that was an exciting show, especially for my first year going there and able to see them in the fashion show.
I was talking to one of your agents, Thad, and he was telling me about this. When you walk into the lobby of a nice hotel,
right.
What are you paying attention to?
Oh, I mean, colors. I mean, even in here, carpets, wallpapers, you can kind of just see the decor. Not everything go together, the different colors. And I think that's an important part of fashion, too, because if you put an outfit together, you can kind of see burgundy go with orange, burgundy, white, all the colors that kind of mix together, and you can kind of get a good sense of what looks nice together.
Your line for Barneys, how did it come about?
Well, I mean, about 2 years ago, my people and the Barneys team were able to, keep a conversation going on coming up with a line, and they was able to come up with a great idea of collabing with Jordan and also a lot of other brands as well. And I was just blessed to be able to have my own line, and they picked me, so I was happy to hear that.
You seem like a guy that understandably wants his voice heard. So explain the level of involvement that you have in the design process.
All of it. I mean, any piece that is out or comes from my line, I definitely have to say so. And if I like it or if I don't like it, if I like the colors or the design, if I have different ideas, I think that's the best part of this process for me is the people in Barneys or in Jordan. They give me a a free range to kind of go in and tell them what I like. They hear what I like, they go with it.
And what's that process entail from when you see it for the first time to, when changes are done being made to it and it actually lands on the shelf?
It takes a lot of pride. Especially for me, it's different because during the season, obviously I'm not able to go to sit-down meetings and kind of sit in a room and look at different pieces. So via FedEx, sometimes they send pieces to me, to my house. I look at it, take pictures, try it on. If I don't like the fabric, they send it back. They send another piece. It's a process that kind of keep going and on until we finally be like, okay, this is what I like.
What trends are you into now?
Trends, I don't know, man. I'm kind of mixed feelings right now. I mean, I like. I'm into dark colors right now. I wasn't big into like dark blues and blacks, and different dark colors right now. But for some reason, I am in jean and all that. But that may switch tomorrow, so never know.
What's your long-term goal with all of this?
Just try to find my niche. I mean, eventually down the line, I want to be able to, have my own brand and have my own clothing line to where I can, relate to young people and relate to people across the world and kind of, see how it feels to be in my shoes and kind of try to find a way where they can express themselves as well.
Tell about being the new creative director for True Religion jeans.
That was huge, man. When I got that call, I was excited. I mean, and they been great, thus far of kind of just letting me do my thing.
What do you do?
Just go in and kind of come up with ideas. I mean, we kind of go back and forth and based on different ideas, different pieces that they want, and I kind of give them my opinion, and I say maybe you need to go move this direction, or maybe not, or and just kind of go back and forth.
You were called by the Vogue entertainment editor the Kate Moss of the NBA.
Yeah.
Your reaction when you heard that for the first time?
I was surprised. I mean, Kate Moss, she dresses obviously out there, and that's kind of how I do my thing as well. So I was definitely surprised and. It was an honor to hear that.
How would you describe yourself?
I don't know. I mean, for me, I know I just being myself, man, is I don't know how to describe it, but I just be myself, man, regardless of what the situation is or what, may happen, if it's fashion, basketball, whatever it is, just kind of being myself and just kind of going on how I feel and what I think is right.
How would you want a close friend to describe you?
How would they?
How would you want one to?
I don't know. I would want them to say, how they felt just on, how I am as a person and as a friend to them. I mean, everybody's answer could be different because I have different relationship with different people, but. I mean, I probably would say the one thing they may have in common is that I'm passionate about whatever that it is that I may be doing.
How confident are you?
Very, very confident, but not cocky. I would say there's a difference of being confident and cocky. I have a confidence is important. I think it's just something that I've been able to keep and hopefully to be able to keep for the rest of my career, my life.
When did you actually develop that confidence?
I think it was just something that I was blessed with. I think it's something that you over the course of my years of growing up, my parents raised me and my brother the right way, and to have self-confidence. I think having self-confidence is very important in this world, and regardless of whatever you're doing.
I understand you're actually pretty shy. Is that true now or more true a while back?
More true a while back.
Okay.
For sure. I didn't say much. I didn't do much. I was kind of quiet to myself. But when I did do something, everybody knew that it was done.
Well, yeah, your brother's like, I'm the outgoing one who's always speaking up, and Russ is the one who kind of would keep to himself.
Yeah, that's definitely how it was. My brother is always the one that kind of outgoing, meet new people. He always knows everybody where I'm at. That's the type of guy he is. I've gotten better over the course of the years and being more relative and more talkative.
You apparently take it personally, or at least used to, if somebody scores a point on you.
Yes.
Why?
I do. I mean, it's just how I feel about the game, and I love to play basketball, and I love the game, and I want to be the best, and I feel like to be the best, you got to take pride in every possession, every time somebody even may score on you, or you may turn the ball over, or whatever it may be. You have to take pride in it, and take it on the chest and try to find a way to fix it.
And I understand you used to get so frustrated when that would happen that it would negatively impact your performance on the next play.
For sure.
How were you able to overcome that?
I mean, it's still hard to overcome now.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just my nature, man. It's my competitive spirit. I want to do so well. I put a lot of pressure on myself to be able to play at a high level and at a high standard. And throughout games, there may be times where I may be mad at myself and it may reflect on next play, but quickly I have to be able to transition out of that, because the game is not about me. It's about my teammates, and it's about us as a team and winning the game.
When you find yourself getting to that place now, are you able to better catch yourself?
For
than
sure. Yeah, definitely.
When you were
As
younger?
I've gotten older and been playing the game for a while, I definitely catch myself a lot quicker.
And how do you do that?
Just always sit back and take myself out of the equation. I think it's important that throughout the game it's tough. You may miss a few shots in a row, then you may start thinking about how can you make the next one, and that's when I take myself out of the equation and just try to find a way to help my team, help my teammates.
You've said you play mad.
Yeah.
How so?
Just playing with a chip on my shoulder. I think for me, I always feel like there's something to prove or something to do. I think every night, my job is to come out and compete for my team and bring that edge, and that's what my job is.
What's the chip on your shoulder?
Just growing up, man. I grew up in inner city, Los Angeles, and growing up, I was never given anything, or nobody never, gave me anything growing up, and always have to earn everything I've gotten, and that's kind of the only way I know how to play, and the only way I know how to go out there and compete. And that's where the chip comes from.
Your good friend and former UCLA teammate Kevin Love
Right.
says he thinks all players, including you, have to play selfishly. What do you think of that?
I mean, there's a way to kind of describe that. I think there's different times of the game you can be selfish. You can be selfish by, going to set a screen to get your teammate open. You're being selfish by giving up your body to set a screen and give your teammate an open shot. There's different ways you can box out a guy on the free throw line to give up your body for another guy on your team to get the rebound. And there's different ways for you to be selfish throughout the game.
I thought this was kind of interesting. People think you're right-handed because you shoot with your right, eat with your right hand. You can even throw a football right-handed. Explain that.
Well, naturally, I'm left-handed. I mean, it's just, I don't even know where it comes from. It's just, I've never asked or never even paid no attention to it, but I know I can do different things in different sports based on what it is, either hand.
And people, think when watching you that...
I'm right-handed, yes. I mean, I'm right, left-handed, and I do different things, bowl, right or left-handed.
Yeah.
Based on the sport,
You apparently, before every game, will call your mom and dad, and after every game, will also call them. What do you guys talk about?
My mom, we don't talk anything about basketball.
Okay.
Prior to the game, we talking about whatever that I want to talk about, whatever that she wants to talk about. And I think that's important to have a balance. And then my dad, we're talking about the game and what can I do to go help us win the game or help my teammates, or where can I be better from last game. And I think both of those conversations are very, very important to me. And because it kind of keeps me balanced. My mom, I know once I get on the phone, I'm not going to hear nothing about basketball, because there's times where I don't want to hear anything about basketball, and my mom, she knows that, and there's times when I don't want to hear. My dad still talks about it. So, but I mean, that's the difference, and it's a happy medium. It's a good combination for me.
So coming out of high school, you're recruited by San Diego, Creighton, Miami, a lot of top recruits.
Right.
When you're a senior, by November of that year, you're committing to a school. Yet you make the decision to wait. How risky do you think that was, and why did you decide to do so?
I thought it was very risky at the time.
Oh, you did at the time
I
think
did,
it was risky?
But
Okay.
I listened to my parents, and I listened to my high school coach about making a decision on, where I wanted to go to school. I waited, and it was the best decision for me.
What was discussed though when that decision was
at the
being
time?
made?
I mean, I wasn't ranked high at all. But during that time, the process, once November passed, a lot of teams are not able to get the players that they want. So then there's little straggler guys like myself that's around, and they're able to get those guys. And I took that chance on saying, okay, I'll wait it out, and once the top schools don't get the guy they want, they will come and find myself.
What would have happened, and ended up working out great,
Right.
because you get a scholarship from UCLA, great
Right.
school athletically and academically, but what would have happened if you didn't get that offer?
Well, in school, I was a great student in school. I didn't rely on basketball. My parents always told me, you need to get a good education. So throughout school, I was sending, different schools, and I was actually thinking about going to Stanford just for academics out of high school. So, that was my first option. Basketball was just another way to get to college for my parents wouldn't have to pay for it.
And with Stanford, I guess you would have had to walk on to the basketball team
Right.
because you weren't being recruited. But I thought that was one of the things I found most interesting about you, because, you had a 3.9
Right.
GPA in high school.
Yeah.
You hear about athletes all the time who are skilled athletically where they start to let the grades drop off because sports is their calling. That's how they're going to make the living.
Right.
Why was it important to you to
It was just
stay
very
focused?
important. It was important for me to be able to get education, to learn about different things that go on in the world, and also to be able to have that. I think a high school diploma, having some common sense is more important than playing basketball. And at the time, I didn't think I was going to be where I am today, or playing professionally, or even going to college. So that wasn't my worry. I just was, trying to find a way to get to school.
What did you think at the time would happen? In terms of where you'd be
I didn't
later
know.
in life?
Honestly, I did not know. I just, took it one day at a time and took advantage of, each day that I could. After committing to UCLA, I went there and tried to make the best of it. Went there and tried to, show everyone that I can play at a Division I, top school in the country.
Did you have the goal at that time of being an NBA player, or?
No, honestly, that goal didn't come to me until after my first year at UCLA.
Wow.
So, I didn't think I was going to make it pro. My only concern was that growing up in inner city, I just didn't want my parents to pay for me to go to school.
So fast forward a couple of years, you end up getting drafted by the Seattle Supersonics,
Right.
4th overall. You think you're going to Seattle, and 2 weeks later, all of a sudden, it's the Supersonics no more, and the team's relocating to Oklahoma City to become the Thunder. And there were at the time lawsuits, protests, you name it. What was that like for you as a player to see all of that going on?
It was crazy, man. I know I got drafted, flew to Seattle. I had a press conference, did all the press there, and had a great time. And then a week later, I was coming back here to do the same thing. It was crazy. I mean, because I didn't even know where Oklahoma was. I didn't know. I didn't know anything. I didn't know nothing. So I was just like, okay, Oklahoma.
Right, you're a
fine.
Southern California
Yeah,
boy.
I don't.
Right.
I have no clue. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Oklahoma it is. But it was once we got here, the people here were great. They've been the best ever since I've been here. So.
What do you remember from going to Oklahoma City for the first time?
It just looked like an old western town. Like I didn't know what to expect. To tell you the truth, I just kind of showed up and was looking around, like, where am I at in the world? My mom came. I was looking for a house and stuff, but I always just showed up, like, where am I at? But
How different was it from any place you'd been?
it's a big difference. I mean, I'm living in California and everything's moving so fast and everything is such fast pace, and then get here and it kind of just slows you all the way down.
The Thunder won 3 of its first 32 games. What do you learn from going through something like that?
I mean, it was tough, man, especially coming from UCLA. I mean, we didn't lose.
Where a loss is unusual.
Yeah, we didn't lose much, and losing didn't sit well with me. And it was tough. I mean, we're young. We had a lot of young guys on this team that wanted to win, but we just couldn't win. But I know throughout the year, I knew that down the line we would be better and know how good we would be, because every day we came in and worked and constantly keep working every day. And we put ourselves in position to be better players and better people.
Even when the team was, horrible, I think is a fair way to describe you in 3 of your first 32 games, the fans never booed. To what extent did that at all surprise you?
Oh, not at all. I mean, I knew as soon as I came here that these were great people. And then once the season started, it showed there too. Regardless of if we were winning or losing, they cheered us on. They were excited to have a team here. They cheered us, throughout the whole game. They didn't leave early. The season was still sold out. They came to every game, regardless of what our record was. They came to support us. Still a great spirit in the arena every night we came to play.
And the team's very clearly progressed a ton since then. I mean, you almost won the finals, or the NBA championship not too long ago. How satisfying is it for you personally to be so instrumental in the team's success and how far it's come since then?
It's an honor. I think, once I got here, and the group of guys we had, I thought that everybody played a big part in kind of renovating, I guess, the town and our team, and even the fans. The fans played a huge part. Just the whole city and everything did a great job of just we all rise together, regardless of what's happening or what's going on. I think it's everybody played a big part in that.
The Oklahoma City National Memorial, a site commemorating the tragic, bombing of the federal building in 1995. The Thunder GM makes sure every player, before he ever plays a game for the Thunder, visit there. What was that experience like for you?
It was a tough experience for me, honestly. I just went back and seen it again this year.
Oh, you did?
Yes, in training camp, and it's still, it's tougher and tougher to see it every time, because it's definitely an unfortunate situation, and it's one of those things that you never know that could happen to anybody at any time. So it's definitely a tough experience for myself. But I think it's important that regardless of what guy we have on this team or where they come from, they go to the memorial and see the roots and see how this town stuck together through thick and thin.
What's it like for the new guys when they come in and
it's
go
tough
there
for
for the
because
first?
there are a lot of people that because I didn't know nothing about it until I got here.
You were really young.
Yeah,
then, right?
I didn't know nothing about it until I got here. And when you get here, he's like, okay, wow, you wouldn't know that this will happen in this town. So it was it's just a crazy experience.
Gives you a better understanding, I guess, for the fabric of the community. Where you grew up, how would you describe the area you grew up in?
I moved around. From different places, but
Where'd you move around?
Just in Los Angeles. I moved around different places in inner city of Los Angeles, and growing up, it was. I mean, I don't know how it was just. It was a norm for. That's all I knew. It was a norm. It was a norm for myself and my brother. Just there was always violence and different things like that. But my parents did a great job of keeping me and my brothers away from that. And sports was a big outlet to kind of go to keep you off the streets and keep you out of trouble.
Well, looking back on the area you grew up in now that, you have the means to live in the nicest areas of any city, how tough, rough an area was it?
Man, sometimes me and my brother kind of sit back and talk about different things, growing up, and it's crazy because you kind of realize how you became the person I am today on different life lessons, different things I've learned from growing up in my neighborhood, and I think it's always important that you always keep that part of you because it definitely makes you the person who you are today.
What sort of violence did you see when you were younger?
No, I mean I didn't see any violent, but I know different things that's go on throughout the neighborhood.
Your brother was telling me that many of the friends you guys had when you were growing up wound up either in gangs or in jail.
Yeah.
How challenging was it to avoid getting into trouble?
I mean, it can be challenging because those are my friends. Those are people that I hang with throughout in middle school or in high school. Those are our friends, and it's people I play sports with. So it could be difficult at times, but I always found a way to kind of just separate myself, at the right time in the right place.
What would your mom and dad do to keep you and your brother on kind of the straight and narrow?
Just keep us focused on what the task at hand was. For me, it was my brother was school. Regardless of what was going on outside our house or outside the home, we locked in on homework and locked in on sports, and that's all we knew.
You used to spend hours sitting on the sideline of the concrete basketball courts at Ross Snyder Park in South Central watching your dad play.
Right.
What do you remember from that?
Just sitting there and watching my dad's friends argue. That's all they did.
Argue?
That's
About
all.
what?
Just argue about somebody call, make a call back, call. They argue for 45 minutes. They play for 5, argue for 45, play for 5. Kind of sit there and just watch them play and kind of just go back and forth. But it was an experience for me that I always remember. Just go sit there on the side and watch them play. Then I was just waiting over the side and let them finish before I can go shoot.
What do you think your dad learned from watching Magic Johnson play that he tried to pass along to you?
Just being unselfish, not even on the floor, but off the floor. I think Magic Johnson does a lot of different great things in the community of Los Angeles and a lot of great things across the world. And I think that's one thing my dad, wanted me to learn from that, just not the basketball, but just the different things he did in the community when he made it to where he was at.
What would you and your dad do when you were growing up in the gym?
I mean, we weren't in the gym. We were outside on the outside courts most of the time.
You guys spend a lot of time there, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we could find a gym, but most of the time we wouldn't get a gym. We'll be outside on the court, or if we had a gym, we definitely will get it. But we just work out, talk mess, talk trash, and have fun. It wasn't, it was serious, and I was able to get better. But it was also a time to have some fun after I'd done my homework and did all the other stuff I had to do at the house.
And bond with your dad.
Yeah, and my mom sometimes would come sit on the side. My brother would be there sometimes. I played 2-on-1. I used to play when I got older in high school. I played to go 1-on-2, I should say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And how'd those matches turn out?
It was good. It was a lot of fouling. I used to do a drill where they used to just foul me, just to do it to see if I can take contact. I mean, it helped me. It was fun. It was something that my brother was big football, so he loved all this contact. So this was his best part of the day. My dad at the time was pushing me around, but I don't think they can do that now.
Had you tried playing
No,
since?
I don't mess with my brother anymore because I know he's a lot stronger than I am. So I leave that alone.
Who would win those matches? I mean, would you always?
In basketball?
Yeah, when it was 2-on-1.
I mean, I would win sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes, but sometimes I didn't.
How instrumental do you think your father was in your success?
I would say a lot. Both of my parents. I wouldn't pick and say my mom because they all played, like I told you, they played different parts.
Right.
And I think it's important that and everybody knows that they play different parts. I mean, they both were very, very instrumental to my success and still now. Because of just who they are as people, and they constantly stick to their roots regardless of what I may have done or what I'm doing or based on success I'm having. And they always make sure that me and my brother are on the right path.
What's the cotton shot?
Cotton shot. Cotton shot is about 13 to 15 foot range shot. It's kind of now it's pull up jumper, mid range. But me and my dad call it the cotton shot. I mean, it was something that I've practiced for a long time. It's something that I've used and still use now.
You were cut from your varsity high school team
Right.
as a freshman. How did that affect you?
I mean, it just made me get back and get better. I mean, just tell me I wasn't ready. I went back to the drawing board and got ready to play freshman that year, and then into my freshman season, I got called up to varsity.
Bother you at all?
Not really. Tell you the truth, I didn't get bothered. I went. My dad was mad because I didn't.
He was?
Yeah, because I mean, I went to tryouts and I didn't go to tryout for varsity. I went straight to the freshman team, so I started low.
What and why did you do that?
I don't know. I just because they said freshman over here, I just went where freshman was supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Then I came home and said, oh yeah, he was like, why you didn't try out for varsity? I was like, well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't. Then I went to try out. Then I didn't make it. And then, he didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I left it alone, played freshman, and then ended the season. I was playing varsity.
It's interesting you say that, though, because we just taped one with Steph Curry not too long ago, and he says one of the biggest single regrets of his basketball career is not trying out for varsity his freshman year because he felt like it hurt his development.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't try. I just went, I remember it like it was yesterday, went straight in gym, went straight to the freshman.
And what a lot of people might not know when they look at big old Russ Westbrook is that you were 5'8", 140 pounds as a freshman. And I believe you weren't a starter on varsity till your junior year,
Yep.
right? Why do you think it took so long?
I mean, I just wasn't as good, tell you the truth, man. I just wasn't good enough to start over the people that were playing in front of me. And as my body matured and as I got older, I became a lot better after working out and constantly working on my game. And my body and my mind caught up to me.
Were you as dedicated then?
Still, yeah, I was still dedicated regardless of, if I was playing or not. I still got extra shots up, still trying to find a way to work out and get better.
Khelcey Barrs,
Right.
somebody, your late friend who's obviously near and dear to your heart. During a routine game of high school pickup basketball, your best friend and teammate collapsed and later passed away. When he collapsed, how quickly did you realize how serious it was?
I mean, it was quick, very, 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 very quickly. I didn't, I just thought he just passed out from being tired or, maybe just dehydrated because we played a lot of games that day. I didn't know. I didn't know until later that evening, but it happened so quickly, I just didn't know.
How did his passing impact you?
It impacts me to this day. It's just something that you can never take life for granted. He definitely probably would have been, right here with me playing or would have been in the NBA a long time before I would have. But it's just something that you can't take life for granted, man. You got to live every day and enjoy life as you can.
What did you say? Your brother said you said something to your high school team after his passing. Do you remember what you said?
I mean, I said a few different things at different times, but I mean, our main point was, we gotta do this for Khelcey. I mean, he wouldn't want us to sit here and and grieve and kind of be sad. He would want us to go out and play hard and win. And that was one of the things that I said, and it kind of stuck, especially a lot of different players from that team that I still talk to today. Kind of stuck with them.
How close were you two?
Very close. He lived right across the street from me. We sometimes walk home, walk to school. I take his go to his grandma's house across the street, talk to his brothers and sisters. We were close, and he came to my brother's parties. We hung out, went to school. We hung out every day basically.
What made you decide to start taking out his grandma's trash after he passed?
It was something that Khelcey did, and I used to see him doing it, for his grandma, and I just felt like it was my. That's just what I had to do, and it was something that I did every week, regardless of if it was no trash in there at all, if it was trash in there. I thought it was my job and my deed to take the trash out every week.
I've been told that after Khelcey passed, it caused you to almost push yourself harder.
Yeah.
Why?
Just because I know he would have been. The player he was and the person he was, he would have been, one of the best players at the time in high school and moving to college and definitely going pro. So I just feel like, I just got to come out every day, every game, every time I could to be able to work as hard as I can, to put myself in position to be the best player I can be.
And you wear his initials on you for every game
Yeah.
that you play. And you've said before you feel like, in a way, you're playing for Khelcey.
Always. I mean, that's why I always have the band on. I have it on my shoes. It's just he's always a part of me regardless of where I'm at or what I'm doing. As long as he knows and I know that this is for him.
How do you think he would have turned out as a player?
He would have been real good. He was 6'7", 6'8". This was a freshman, and he was playing starting varsity at the time, and he was real good. And next year he was even better. And I was like, man, he's gonna be, something great. But
You've obviously had a ton of amazing moments.
Yeah.
One of your signature games coming in the 2012 playoffs versus the Lakers, where you just go on a tear. What sticks out about that game?
I mean, that was I think that year for us was a good year for our organization and for our team, and it was a good year for us to kind of expand and kind of show the world what Oklahoma City is about. Because I think at the time, still people didn't really understand, how good we could be, and I think that year we showed everyone how good we can be, and during that series the Lakers, obviously is a great team, and was winning on the road, winning championships, and that series I thought it was my job and as a point guard to find a way to get us wins, and throughout the game I just takes what the defense give me.
We were taping one a while back with Kobe Bryant, and Kobe was saying, when he gets in that zone, when he goes on a tear, it just feels different. Similar for you?
Definitely. I mean, I think any player would say the same. I think once you get into a zone of your own, I don't think there's too much anybody or any player can do to stop it. And
what does it feel like?
It just feels like regardless of what you do, everything's gonna go your way. Ball gonna go in. Whatever it is that may be going on throughout the game, shots that you may not have made before may go in. It's just how it goes sometimes.
How rare is it that you're in that sort of zone?
I mean, it's rare. I mean, it's tough to get in those zones, but the great ones were in the zone a lot of the times. Like Kobe, Michael Jordan, and Magic, and those guys were. in those zones a lot of times.
Team USA, how do you balance the need to get some rest over the summer, the seasons are long, with the desire to play for the national team?
I mean, I think it was a no-brainer for me. Regardless of how long of a season I just played, I think you can't pass up an opportunity to play for your country. In my opinion, I think when you're able to have the three letters USA across your chest, it means a lot more than you. I mean, you're playing for a lot of other people across the world, and I think it's just an honor to be able to have those three letters across your chest.
You say that, which makes complete sense, but you've been on the team for a while now. There have to be points where you're just like, man, I just want to lay on the couch and watch some TV.
I like it, man. I love it. I think it's just it's an honor, man. I think certain things you can't let pass you up, and I think that's one of those things where if I'm able to play, then I will give it a go and try to represent my country. And I think a lot of other guys are getting into it as well, because it's a fun experience, man. You get an opportunity to bond with different guys and see different parts of the world, and also at the same time, you have you don't have a city, you don't have a town, you got the whole world behind you of rooting for you for the USA, so it's a great feeling.
What do you most recall from winning gold at the 2010 World Championships and then in the 2012 Summer Olympics?
I think the one thing I recall from both of them is the ceremony at the end of the game. I think that's the most important part and most emotional part of the whole thing. At the end of the game, and once the winner is chosen, the team with the gold medal kind of stands up on the stage and you kind of hold hands and your national anthem is played. And I think that's like the moment where you kind of sit there and you realize you're looking around and you hear the national anthem and the USA flags are flowing. It's kind of moments you don't forget.
What's it just generally like spending so much time on the same team with so many of the league's top players?
I mean, it's different. You get a chance to kind of see and interact with guys off the floor, because you may not know how guys are in the locker room because they're not on your team, obviously. And when you get it to the USA, you get an opportunity to kind of hang out with different guys, go to dinner, go to lunch, just kind of hang out, see how they work, see their work ethic, see how hard they work. You get the opportunity to learn different things from different players.
Anybody that surprised you the most?
Surprised? No, but I say I learned a lot from communicating with Kobe Bryant throughout in 2012 in London, just learning different things about the game and just picking his brain a little bit.
Like what? What did you learn?
Different moves, different things that can help me become a better player, and just talk to him about, back in the days when they were winning championships and different things like that, just picking his brain.
And Kobe's obviously somebody that's spoken highly of you on a number of occasions, including just recently being, quoted kind of speaking your praise. Was there a takeaway that you had from those conversations with him that's really stuck with you?
Just the respect factor, man. I just respect, everything that he's, kind of done. And when it comes to basketball, he's put himself in a position where there's no one that can be like him, moving forward.
Kevin Durant, the comments KD made about you when accepting the MVP award, what did that mean to you?
It meant a lot, man. A lot of times I didn't, I know Kevin he's a quiet guy. He don't say much, but to hear him say things like that about me and how he feels about me is definitely an honor, and it definitely just brings us a lot closer.
Surprised?
Not surprised, because he always will have my back regardless of what may happen or what goes on across the media or anything like that. He always the first one to have my back or call me or talk to me about anything.
What do you think of him?
Oh man, he's probably one of the nicest and the most unselfish guys I've met. He's always a guy willing to give up anything he has to help myself or help his teammates out. And he's obviously one of the best players in the world. But I think as a person, he's that what really makes him more likable and makes me like him even more.
What do you think makes KD so talented?
A lot of different things. Obviously he's 6'10" and he's able to do whatever he wants at any time. But I think his work ethic. I think he works probably harder than anyone I've seen other than probably myself. But he even works harder than me. Comes in every day.
Really? You'd say you think he works harder than you?
He worked. There's times where I don't work out. Sometimes I take over the past few years, obviously because of my knee, but I've been taking some rest. But he works out before practice, after practice. Sometimes he comes in later, gets shots up, and I know that he put work in the shows, and it just I just see it every day, every single day. He does the same thing, doesn't stop regardless of if he won MVP, regardless if he has 60 the night before, 50, regardless of wherever it is, he comes in and consistent in his work ethic.
Why do you think you each complement each other so well?
I think because we're two different people. It kind of brings us together. Kevin's a real quiet, kind of silent killer, and I'm the one that's out there and screaming.
Wait, you aren't the quiet one?
No, Kevin's the quiet one. I'm not the quiet one when it comes to basketball. I'm the one that kind of is out there screaming and real emotional, kind of wear my emotions on my sleeve, and everybody kind of, see it. And when something's happened, they know. And I think it's for the best of both of us because it kind of helps us bring us together.
So KD has laughingly said you scream at him all the time. You guys disagree a lot, but he implied that's really positively impacted your relationship and made for a stronger partnership.
For sure.
Why do you think that is?
Because I say we're like brothers. We've been with each other for a long time now, and we're at an age now where he can tell me something, and I can take it on the chin and move on, and I can scream at him, and he can scream back and go back and forth. But we always, at the end of the day, come back to an agreement and find a solution. And I think that just brings us closer and closer, as teammates and on and off the floor.
How long has it taken to get to that point?
I would say like any other relationship, it takes time. I think after the first year and a half or two, we kind of figured out a lot of different things about each other. He didn't know where I was from. I didn't know much about his background, and he didn't know much about mine. And as we sat down and conversated about where I grew up and how I grew up, and I knew more about him, it makes it easier for us to communicate and easier to relate to each other.
How about the most heated argument that you guys have gotten into that's ultimately really helped the relationship?
I don't know, man. We have never gotten anything like that, like really, really heated, but other than on the court or like that, I don't think there's nothing I can think of right now.
Your brother says you and KD get most competitive in workouts.
Yeah.
How do you challenge each other?
Just on, may play one-on-one or may, just doing drills on making moves. We just challenge each other to be better. I think if I challenge him to be better, it's gonna help him out. He challenged me to be better, it's gonna help me out, and we both know that, so we definitely do it.
You mentioned the media, which I know is just your favorite topic.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you think all the rumor and innuendo came about in the first place about your guys' relationship and the inability to coexist?
I have no idea. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have an answer for you for that one. I don't know where it came from, but what I do know is that it just brings us closer.
Why do you think you've gotten criticized so much in the press over the years?
I'm not sure, but I realized over the course of the year, regardless of if it's in sports or fashion or whatever it is, if people are talking about you, then you're doing something right.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
How do you view the media?
How do I view them? I don't view them anyway because they have no control over what I do.
I tried, in researching for you, you get a stack of profile stories and articles, 2 inches thick, and the most biting, quote I read that was written about you in a national column was Durant, a scorer so unguardable, he can be stopped by only one man, Westbrook. Instead of consistently chauffeuring Durant to his most unstoppable spots, Westbrook too often chooses to NASCAR his way to where he can be the biggest star.
Right.
Your reaction to like criticism like that?
No reaction. I don't, because it doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of things I don't see, that I don't pay attention to. And a lot of it's really nonsense because if you kind of watch our games and kind of see how everything goes, then you will kind of know more than anybody can write about it. But, anything that goes on between myself and Kevin and our team, we communicated with each other, and that's all that matters, regardless of all the outside noise and whatever anybody else has to say. It doesn't really change anything that goes on inside our building.
You feel you get a fair shake?
I don't know. I don't care, to tell you the truth. My job is not to please anybody that don't need to be pleased, that I have no relations with. My job is to come in every day and try to find a way to help my teammates and try to find a way to help us win.
Why are you so private?
I just like my space. I think in today's world, you got a lot of social media, a lot of different things that you can't. You got camera phone, you got everything,
right.
Instagram, Twitter, whatever. And sometimes I just like my own space because there's a lot of different things that can be misconstrued. You can see different pictures and can think something one thing, and can see one thing and think another. So I think it's best if I just stay to myself when it comes to certain things.
Speaking of social media, I love this. You actually helped facilitate a marriage proposal on Twitter. Tell about how that went down.
It was something that I was able to see going through Twitter and different things like that, and to be able to do that and set up a proposal.
And so what happens? Like you're going through Twitter and
I was meeting. I don't know if she wants me to say her name on the camera. But,
okay.
But I was meeting with Slade that works in the office,
uh-huh.
and we were looking and seeing different things, and we thought it would be a great idea to kind of help him propose and kind of figure out a way to, set that up over Twitter. And I thought it was a great idea, so it was good. And good thing she said yes.
So you posted.
Yeah, posted it, and she saw it and said yes, and it was a great come out. So it was fun.
So what's the deal with you and hair?
Hair.
I heard
I don't
hair
like it.
really
I don't like
bothers
hair.
you.
Yeah, I don't like it. It just makes me itch and makes me itch and stuff. I don't like it at all.
How often do you bowl?
I used to bowl every other day. I used to bowl all the time. It's just a hobby that I picked up when I came to Oklahoma City.
Not as much anymore, though?
Ever since I had my knee surgery and my hand, I haven't been able to do it as much, but I'm going to get back into it probably within the next 2 weeks.
How good are you?
I'm good.
Is it true that you bowl a lot by yourself?
All the time.
Why?
To practice. I want to practice. I want to be good. I wanted to be good and find a way to perfect this hobby that I was doing. And I bowl a lot by myself. I be in full out sweats. Sweating.
Full out sweats.
Sweating all over it. It was fun.
Would you prefer bowling by yourself than with people?
Yeah, I concentrate. Yeah, I don't bowling at night and bowling with friends is fun, but I can't concentrate as much as I want to unless I'm by myself.
I can't imagine you don't cause a scene when Russell Westbrook shows up at some Oklahoma City
I show
bowling
up at
alley.
a good time. I could show up on a Tuesday at 2:00 and nobody there. It's empty. I know when to show up. I'm not going to show up at Saturday at 10:00 at night when, the high school and the college kids, everybody's there.
So you're apparently a real car guy, and I've been told to ask you about the green lizard and why you were always late for your pre-draft workouts.
Well, the green lizard was my first car. The two-door Grand Prix is a car that I had a few problems with. Used to run hot and had a few flat tires, and I was late to a few workouts. a few times. So it was definitely one of those cars I can never forget.
You retired the car since?
The car's going, yes, the car's going, but I always remember it. So
Did it cause any problems for you?
yeah, I mean, caused a few, ran hot a few times, cut off. But hey, I wasn't complaining. I found a way to get it done. Tires, I did whatever to keep it rolling.
And did you cop to it when you showed up at practice late? You blame it on the car, or did you?
I had to go get new tires, and that's just, I had no choice. I was trying to get there on flat tires.
So tell about your Why Not Foundation.
Why not, man? Why not is I think the word why not is kind of something that me and a few friends kind of came up with it growing up, and it's kind of something that I ran with and kind of thought it would be a great motto for myself and for kids and for anybody and for that sake. So I think Why Not and the Why Not Foundation is a foundation for kids and for anybody in inner city or wherever, man, to kind of think and believe in anything they want to do and go for it and just say why not. And I think by saying why not, you kind of just says why not and go and take care of what you need to take care of to get where you need to get in life.
And explain how the Subway Reading Room ties into that, and then the Boys and Girls Club.
It ties in a lot. I mean, thanks to Subway for helping me out with all the reading room and the reading challenges. But the Why Not Foundation kind of teamed up with the Scholastic and Subway as well on a reading challenge. So, reading challenge is a challenge that kids kind of gotta come to school, and teachers get to pick kids and to be able to take their times down and read and encourage kids to read and give them a prize at the end. And I think with the challenge now, I think we may be having like 1,900 or so teachers and schools and kids as well on in it right now. So I think it's a great challenge, and it's something that it's important for myself and for kids to be able to look forward to reading and look forward to prizes after they read.
Well, and you're the perfect person to be leading it too, because it's not as if you're some guy who slacked off in school.
Not at all.
You had the opportunity to go to
Definitely.
Stanford and graduated high school with a 3.9. So
I think reading is important, but I think as kids, I think you have to be able to, provide books for the kids and provide a place where they can get them. Encourage them to read is important, and I think once you provide them and now you reward them once they read and they get a chance to see where they can get the books from. They read it, and now they get a reward. I may come have a party, I may show up. You never know what may happen, and I think it's important that they feel encouraged and think reading is fun.
And I know we're going to go have some fun with the kids at the Boys and Girls
soon,
Club here
definitely.
in a minute. Why is the Boys and Girls Club important to you?
It's very important. I think I grew up in the Boys and Girls Club from when I was 8, 9 years old all the way to 17, and it's a great organization, I think, for kids after school, and it's just something that I believe strongly in because it's something that I was a part of, so I can relate easily to the kids that's there, and I can relate to anybody that's been a part of the Boys and Girls Club.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you, sir.